7 English seaside towns that still feel magical. There's something timeless about the English seaside. From colorful beach huts and golden sands to cobbled streets and ancient harbors, many coastal towns still feel like they belong in a storybook. While some places have changed with the times, others have held on to their unique charm. In this video, we'll explore 7 English seaside towns that still feel magical, each offering breathtaking scenery, fascinating history, and a touch of old-world wonder that continues to captivate visitors from around the world. 7. St. Ives, Cornwall. St. Ives is often described as the jewel of the Cornish coast. This small town is famed for its sandy beaches, turquoise waters, and artistic atmosphere. Its beaches, Porthmeor, Porthminster, and Carbis Bay, are so striking that they could easily be mistaken for the Mediterranean. For decades, artists have flocked to this town, drawn by the unique clarity of its light. The Tate St. Ives Gallery celebrates this creative heritage, while the Barbara Hepworth Museum and Sculpture Garden give visitors a chance to step into the world of one of Britain's most celebrated sculptors. Fishing boats still bob in the harbor, seagulls wheel above, and on summer evenings the golden light seems to linger just a little longer here than anywhere else. For many, St. Ives feels like a dream brought to life, an English seaside town where art, history, and natural beauty collide. 6. Whitby, North Yorkshire. Few seaside towns in England capture the imagination like Whitby. With its dramatic cliffs, historic abbey, and connections to Gothic literature, Whitby has a mysterious aura that feels both enchanting and eerie. Climb the famous 199 steps to Whitby Abbey, perched on the East Cliff, and you'll be rewarded with sweeping views of the harbor and sea. It's easy to see why Bram Stoker was inspired to set part of Dracula here, after visiting in the 1890s. But Whitby is not all Gothic gloom. Its bustling harbor is full of charm, lined with colorful fishing boats and seafood stalls. Fish and chips are an essential part of the Whitby experience. Magpie Cafe, in particular, is a favorite for locals and visitors alike. The town is also steeped in maritime history, being the birthplace of Captain James Cook. From its sandy beaches to its spooky legends, Whitby combines natural beauty with cultural depth. It's one of the 7 English seaside towns that still feel magical, where history and myth linger in every sea breeze. 5. Lyme Regis, Dorset. Known as the Pearl of Dorset, Lyme Regis is a town that shimmers with timeless charm. Its most famous landmark is the Cobb, a historic harbor wall that has stood since medieval times. Walk along it and you'll feel the salty sea spray and hear the waves crash, an experience immortalized in literature and film. Lyme Regis is also part of the Jurassic Coast, a UNESCO World Heritage Site celebrated for its fossils. The beaches here, like Monmouth and Charmouth, are treasure troves for fossil hunters. Families and enthusiasts alike search the shoreline for ammonites and ancient remains, making Lyme Regis both a scientific and magical place. The town itself is full of character, with pastel-colored cottages, independent bookshops, and tea rooms where cream teas are a must. At sunset, the view across Lyme Bay is breathtaking, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold. What makes Lyme Regis magical isn't just its beauty, but its sense of discovery. Whether you're uncovering a 200-million-year-old fossil or simply enjoying an ice cream on the seafront, every moment feels extraordinary. 4. Southwold, Suffolk. If you're looking for a seaside town that feels like stepping into a postcard, Southwold is it. Famous for its colorful beach huts lined neatly along the shore, Southwold is quintessentially English. Each hut is painted in pastel shades, giving the beach a cheerful, almost storybook appearance. Southwold Pier is another highlight, blending traditional seaside amusements with quirky modern attractions. It's the kind of place where families play arcade games, couples stroll hand in hand, and the smell of fish and chips drifts through the salty air. The town's lighthouse, built in 1890, still operates and adds a sense of heritage to the skyline. Meanwhile, the town centre is filled with Georgian buildings, bookshops, and cozy pubs. The Adnams Brewery, based in Southwold, is well known across Suffolk and gives the town an extra flavour of local pride. What sets Southwold apart is its atmosphere. Life feels slower here, and there's an old-fashioned charm that hasn't been lost to time. The combination of seaside fun, historic landmarks, and natural beauty makes Southwold one of the most magical seaside towns in England. 3. Hastings, East Sussex. Hastings has always been a town of contrasts. Known worldwide for the Battle of 1066, it also thrives as a creative seaside destination today. Its old town is a maze of narrow twittons, lanes, lined with half-timbered houses, antique shops, and centuries-old pubs. Walking through it feels like stepping into the past. One of Hastings' most unique features is its net shops. Tall, narrow black wooden sheds once used by fishermen to store their gear. These iconic buildings stand right on the shingle beach and are unlike anything else in England. Modern Hastings has embraced its artistic side with a thriving cultural scene. The Jerwood Gallery, now Hastings Contemporary, showcases modern art, and the town hosts annual festivals that bring music, food, and fun to its streets. From the top of the West Hill, you can take in views across the town and out to sea, with the ruins of Hastings Castle standing proudly as a reminder of its long history. Hastings is both historic and contemporary, rugged and creative. This duality gives it a magical quality that continues to draw people back to its shores. 2. Robin Hood's Bay, North Yorkshire. Few places in England feel as enchanting as Robin Hood's Bay. This tiny fishing village, just a few miles south of Whitby, tumbles dramatically down a steep cliffside. Its narrow cobbled streets twist and turn, creating a labyrinth that seems designed for exploration. In the 18th century, Robin Hood's Bay was infamous for smuggling. Locals created secret passageways and hidden cellars to move contraband goods. Walking through the village today, you can almost sense the whispers of those stories lingering in the sea air. The bay itself is striking, with rocky shores perfect for fossil hunting and tide pooling. At low tide, you can walk for miles along the sand, with the dramatic cliffs towering above you. The village is dotted with cozy cottages, tea rooms, and inns where time seems to have slowed down. Robin Hood's Bay feels like a place from another era. It's no surprise that it's often included in lists of the 7 English seaside towns that still feel magical, where folklore and natural wonder meet. 1. Clovelly, Devon. Clovelly is perhaps the most magical seaside village in all of England. Privately owned since the 18th century, this place has preserved its historic character like nowhere else. Cars are banned on its steep, cobbled main street, which winds 400 feet down to a 14th-century harbor. Instead, goods have traditionally been transported by donkeys and sledges. Walking down Clovelly's main street is like stepping back in time. Whitewashed cottages with flower-filled windows line the narrow lane, and at every bend you catch glimpses of the sea below. The harbor is picture-perfect, with fishing boats resting against ancient stone walls. What makes Clovelly feel magical is its sense of peace. Without the noise of traffic, the sounds of the sea and gulls dominate. The atmosphere is so unique that it often feels like a living museum, but one where people still live and traditions carry on. Clovelly is a rare treasure, an English seaside town where history is carefully preserved and every corner feels like part of a story. These 7 English seaside towns that still feel magical prove that coastal England hasn't lost its spell. From Cornwall's golden sands to Yorkshire's smugglers' lanes and Devon's cobbled harbours, each town offers timeless charm. Whether you seek history, art, or simple seaside peace, these magical places will leave you enchanted. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.